Here is a bona fide phenomenological blind spot on my side. This is a phenomenological disposition or description from the first person subjective standpoint. Such that in mine or any case, there is an ultimate horizon for the projection of intuition, but also the experience of intuition, the impression of intuition, sense data, impressions, affect coming in, causality coming into the system, stimuli bombarding the system. Being a biological existing individual is such that stimuli comes in from omnidirectional inward, right? It's also going outward from your body too, from your whole generative locus or nexus or what node, whatever you are. You're projecting outward, it's projecting inward all at once. Coevally. There's two directions that are happening at the same time in opposite directions. So, Susanne Wiegand. Susanne Wiegand, how old will she be right now? Irvine Unified School District. Principal, Susanne Wiegand. 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 Now somehow Principal Wiegand had some special feelings about me. I seem to cause a fair bit of, I don't know what they would call it, what she would call it, administrative troubles or administrative. Probably to Wiegand, it was just another day at the office. Kids misbehaving and being self-centered or whatever. Kids being self-centered. What about adults being self-centered? Fuckwads. Susanne Wiegand, if you're still alive, I'd be really impressed with the caliber of your intellect if you escape the horizon, the projective psychic horizon of Demetrios Konstantinos Fergatis. Because guess what, bitch? I have come back to haunt you. Because you know what? When I was in 4th grade, I made all kinds of promises to myself. Even earlier. When I was a child, one of my very favorite things to do was to experiment with my adult self. I used to fuck with my adult mind. Constantly, I used to fuck with my own adult mind. I used to dare my own future adult self to not be a jackass. I used to dare my own future adult self not to fall off, as it were, not to lose the thread. All children do this. What they can't anticipate is what? The disaster of love and sex. Absolute disaster. The way it is, the way it works in the Oedipal configuration, which is fundamentally grounded in shame and jealousy. And it probably all comes from men, from the male side. Don't take my word for it. Y'all are married, your parents, your boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, life partners, whatever the fuck you are. I am not. I never will be. I will never have a romantic relationship again. I have, again, 5 relationships that are erotic, platonic, and what? Agape. Agape. Erotic, platonic, agape. Spiritual love. All 3. 5 women. They all know each other. So this is not this is not romance. That's real human love. In the West, what we understand as human romance is essentially the repression and beating of infants. And we just play act and cosplay the goddamn thing as adults. Susanne Wiegand. So since I made about 1 million promises to my adult self when I was in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and etc., I wonder when I stopped making those promises. Probably when I was thrown out of my house into the world. I was thrown out. Not only that, Constantine started terrorizing me. Now, who was Constantine to me? By the time I was 18, 19 years old, who was he to me? He was some dude I had to deal with 2 days or 4 days a month, who would drag me to his fucking hamburger stands and give me $300 after driving me home. I mean, I may as well have been sucking his dick. I don't know what the difference would have been. So no Oedipus complex, no triangulation, because I'm already an adult. When Constantine decides to show up and suddenly become a dad and be really disciplinary and stuff. You have to work and blah, 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 blah. And what are you doing? Oh, dude, I'm an adult. What do you mean? What? Did you teach me how to do anything? No. Y'all are completely uninterested in me for 18 years of my life. And then when I start having these glimmerings of something's happening in my mind all of a sudden. Last 2 years of high school, I was fucking on fire in speech, man. I was Speaker of the Year when I was a senior. Man, I fucking ruled that speech room. I mean, my psyche was starting to develop some modicum of real, let's say, superego triangulated ego strength. But instead, I'm thrown out of high school, and then I get this demon this fucking barbaric, illiterate fuck, Constantine. You have to work, money. I have to work? You're fucking multimillionaire, dude. What's your fucking problem? You need more money? What the fuck do you care if I work? You created me, Susanne Wiegand. See, the problem with y'all adults is you just don't listen to anybody. And I've been pounding the table since I was at least in 4th grade, if not kindergarten. Pounding the table for y'all to listen. I'm done waiting for you to listen. You know what the truth is, adults? You ain't adults. You ain't adults. Y'all are what? Y'all are what? Don't make me say it. Hillary Hesse. Don't make me say it. Y'all are what? Y'all are disciplined. Y'all are punished. Y'all are beaten. Y'all are Oedipal. Y'all are jealous. Y'all are violent. But see, the thing is, an adult person has more or less some kind of real ability to keep their aggression, hostility, aggression, whatever the fuck. Terror. How about terror? Aggression, terror, id, das es, ugh. Relatively in check. Not because of repression, but just because, I don't know, living harmoniously in society, maybe? See, my question about y'all is, what do you how do you repress? See, if I wandered around, I had 2 violent experiences in my life, okay? 2 bullies picked on me. One when I was in 3rd grade, big guy, 3 times as big as me. Of course, I won't even go into it because everybody fell down on the job. And I kept trying to convince the administration and my parents that you got a guy that weighs 3 times as much as me. He's probably in 5th grade, and I'm in 3rd grade, okay? Right? And he's physically picking on me. He's pushing me around. He's getting in front of me like this. He never hit me. But I was, and this carried on a few times. And I kept pounding the table. Susanne Wiegand, will you remember? What was I saying? Bring the police. You arrest this boy and you arrest his parents. Do you understand? This is illegal. Do you understand? And everybody would just get shifty-eyed with me. What? Shifty-eyed. Then, you know what, Constantine, he gave the best advice. Okay? Because he spent so much time with me, talking to me about these things. He says, okay, Dimitri, if he come to you, you give one punch. You give one punch. What the fuck are you talking about? You never taught me how to fight. What the fuck is a punch? And then this is my job? Why is this my job? I'm the victim, you motherfuckers. I will never get over that. You belong in jail, you fucking bully, whoever you are. I'm fucking coming for you. I'm getting my yearbook out right now. Ryan Johnson. Now, you will remember Ryan Johnson. I think that in self-defense, I threw you against a locker. Do you remember that? Call Taylor Davis. Now is the time to bare your soul. Everybody, now is the time for confession. Susanne Wiegand, you are under arrest for child abuse. Susanne Wiegand of the Irvine Unified School District.